In this lecture, we'll work on the feature to remove a vegetable from your garden. You may add vegetables to your garden and may decide later on that, well, I don't really need that vegetable, so I want to remove it. Right now, as you can see, there is no way to remove a vegetable once it's added to the garden. But what we can do is we can easily provide the functionality of swiping the row from right to left and just deleting that vegetable. In order to do that, we're going to change the list part, the list itself, to a for each and wrap everything still inside the list. Now, the main reason that we do that is because when we use for each, it allows us to implement onDelete. And with the onDelete, we can say delete my garden vegetable. Okay. Now, delete my garden vegetable is a function that we need to still implement. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to say private function delete my garden vegetable at offsets index set. So index set is going to be passed to you, and make sure that the signature is exactly the same, or else it's not going to work. That's what the onDelete requires. So now we have this function, delete my garden vegetable. All right. And what we want to do with this is we want to go ahead and run through a loop like for each. Once we do a for each, index in, we'll get the vegetable. So my garden vegetable equals to my garden vegetables and passing in the index. And now we can use the context to delete it. Okay. Now over here you can see that we are using the preview container. That's perfectly fine. If you want to use that, you can. We can also try to use traits. So let's see if we can actually use traits with sample data. And just remove that part. Let's see if it's able to fetch all these things. There we go. So it can still fetch all the stuff because, sample data is still doing the same thing what the preview container was actually doing. And next, we will get access to the environment, the model container. So that is easy because we can simply get it from the model context, private var context. Once we have that, we can say context or delete the particular model, which is my garden vegetable. Now, I do believe that in the current SDK, like iOS 18 or so, with Xcode 16, there is some problem that even if you delete, it doesn't really delete it. So it is possible that you may need to save it. All right, but we'll figure that one out once we run the application. Let's try to see how it works. So if I'm going to delete this, it goes away. But when you're trying to test the delete functionality, it's always good to run it. Well, it's always good to run on the real device or write a test or to run it on the simulator, because the delete functionality is a little bit misleading. Because if you don't write any code over here in the delete my garden vegetable, the row will still get deleted. That's just the animation part. That still happens. So it's always a good idea to run the app and to see if it's actually going to delete it or not. All right. So I'm running it on the iPhone 16 Pro Max simulator so that I can test out that if it's actually deleting from the database or not. So let's see. So let's the app load. It's still loading for the first time. And once the app loads, then we can go ahead and check that if it's deleting successfully or not. Okay, so this is all the stuff that we have. I can go to my garden. I have a couple of vegetables. Let's say that I wanted to delete carrot. I'm going to go ahead and say delete. Okay, so carrot is gone. I'm going to say stop this and run the app again. Go to my garden. You can see the carrot is still there. It's not deleted. See that? It's still there. So even though we called context.delete, it didn't really deleted the caret from the database. So now I'm wondering that maybe I need to call context.save. And let's try to do that. And we'll use the try question mark. So if it fails, it's just going to return null, but just to test it out. Okay, I'm going to go to my garden. I'm going to delete caret again. Okay, it gets deleted, I think. And we'll stop it. We'll run it again. Okay, so this means that you need to call save, right? Now, I think this feature or this may get fixed in the future version, because I do remember that it was working before, and only thing you needed to do is to call context.delete. And when you call context.delete, based on the UI action, based on some sort of a timer, it automatically gets deleted. But in the new version, in whatever iOS 18 or whatever, it's a little bit broken. Maybe the SDK has some bugs in it in regards to SwiftData, so it's not really working as expected. And you do have to call context.save to persist the information, but also delete the information once it's marked for deletion. All right. So there you have it. I think we're on the right track, and we have made a really good application. You can write notes to it. You can, we can add the same functionality for deleting the note. You know how to do it now. So you can actually add those functionalities too. But I think this was a great experience for learning. All right. So yeah, download the code, play around with it, and thank you so much. If you like this video and want to support my channel, then the best way would be to check out azamsharp.school. Azamsharp.school is one of the largest collection of iOS development videos. I have courses on everything that you can imagine for iOS development. This includes Skip, AI for iOS developer, full stack e-commerce app development using SwiftUI Node, Postgres, SwiftUI architecture, Supabase, Firebase, Firestore, core data, full stack iOS development using Vapor. Oh, it's just so much courses, so much to learn, right? Test-driven development, map kit, reality kit, machine learning, so many courses. And I also host workshops. Now these workshops are 3.5 hour long, and they are very, very hands-on. The next workshop coming up is on February 7th, but you can always look at the workshop pages and enroll for these workshops. You can enroll for these things by purchasing individual courses, or you can also become a monthly or annual member and you get access to the workshop for free. This is a pretty awesome deal. So hopefully you have enjoyed it, and thank you so much, and make sure to share the video, and I will see you as an Azam Sharp member. Thank you.